Hello everyone, and today we're going to be playing a little bit of a different game. We're going back to the regular Nintendo for Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Let's start by letting the little opening sequence play out. There's a reason for that, but I'll explain that later. As you can tell, this is made by Konami in 1990. Get ready for some hilariously bad translation. During 15th century Europe, there lived a person named Dracula. He practiced sorcery in order to create a bad world filled with evil. Bad world. He began taking over the continent of Europe, changing countries from good to bad. The good people of Europe tried to fight off Dracula, but no one was able to survive, because they were good, and bad shit was going down. Bad shit. Finally, the Belmont family was summoned to battle Dracula's vile forces. The Belmont family has a long history of fighting evil. Evil bad. Evil very bad. The townspeople became afraid of the Belmont's superhuman powers and asked them to leave the country. You know, the country of Europe. Unfortunately, the people found a mighty Belmont called Trevor. Remember that name, Trevor. The curse of Dracula has begun. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor, the country of Europe. And with that, let's get started playing for real. Opening. Let's not do anything fancy. Who am I kidding? Oh. Now, somehow the cross managed to survive in the US version of this game, whereas most other of the religious symbolism was killed. And as you can see, using Help Me code, we start with 10 lives. That'll help out quite a bit, because I do plan on sucking. Well, I mean, not intentionally, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And as you read from the credits, we're playing as Trevor Belmont. This is set 100 years before Castlevania 1 and 2, and obviously it's something like Simon Belmont's great-grandfather. It's one of the first games that really pushed the concept of a prequel. Before that, there really weren't all that many games that did prequels. Everything was pretty much straightforward. Any sequels, you played either the same character or a future descendant or something along that line. I guess that kind of made this fairly unique in the early NES days. Well, I guess this is more of a mid-NES day at this point. Hell, even late. If you haven't played a Castlevania game before, I don't know what to tell you. The series is about a family of vampire hunters, the Belmonts. Of course, there are various variations even throughout the series. Sometimes you're playing as Alucard, who's the son of Dracula. In general, you're playing as one of the Belmont clan. The game is pretty simple. You press A to jump, B to use your whip. Along the way, you get special items. You use them by pressing up and B. Like so. Oops. No. Up makes you climb stairs too, by the way. In this case, I got a dagger. Along the way, you can get points. Those are just for bragging rights. There's nothing really that interesting. As you can see from the top, you can see the score, the time. The BLK stands for block. It stands for what part of the level you're on. The hearts are the ammunition for your special weapons. And as you can see, the player bar there is how much health I have. And then the enemy bar is the pink bar. That's for the bosses. I don't know why that's always being displayed. If you jump on those guys right there, it causes it to flip over. Those are Medusa's heads. They will be the bane of your existence throughout the entirety of this game. The block number, when the block number changes, that means if you die, you will start over from that block. Here we have little zombies, easy to kill enough. And here's the axe. More hitting the enemies you can't get. That was a prayer cross. It destroys every enemy that's on the screen. Throughout the game, you'll find little secrets like this. Oop. Whoa. Yeah. And then secrets like that, which contain health. So it's always good to smash up some walls just to see if you can find anything. Oop. Damn, I used to be able to time that where I could hit both those at once. Oh! And these guys are the bane of my existence. Almost as much as these guys. Almost. You can destroy their guys' fire when they launch it, so as long as you get in a good position to take care of that. Well, I guess I didn't really talk about the whip. The whip is known as the vampire killer. Very creative naming. It was the early NES days. You get away with naming anything, and it would sound cool and awesome. It has 3 stages. Right now we're on the 3rd stage, which is the long chain whip. It does the most damage and has the most reach. Before that, you had just the regular chain whip, which was short but did the same amount of damage. And then you have the regular rope whip, which doesn't do much damage at all. Okay, here's our first boss. Very simple to fight. Oh, I forgot he jumped. That's okay. Like I said, he's not very hard. Throw a couple more knives, and that is the end of him. Not bad, not bad. Grab the orb, and we're done with level 1. This has been Koji. Thank you for watching. Good night.